For my next 4-minute wonder, I'm standing next to what at first sight may appear to be a uninspiring, roughly rectangular ruin in the small pocket park next to the city walls, near to Chester's Newgate. It's the footings of the southeast angle tower of the Roman fortress of Deva. The southeast angle tower is important because it shows us the size and the shape of the Roman fortress. The Roman legionary fortress of Deva was about 20% larger than the other two legionary fortresses in Britannia. The standard legionary fortress was 50 acres, Deva was 60. What the southeast angle tower shows us is that the fortress walls did not go down to the river as they do today. And in fact, they went roughly along where Pepper Street is today. They show us that the tower itself was inside the curtain wall. They show us that the angle was curved. The Roman fortress had curved corners. All Roman fortresses were effectively the shape of a playing card. It also shows us that the Roman amphitheatre was outside of the fortress itself. The walls to the north of here follow roughly the Roman line. And where King Charles's Tower, or the Phoenix Tower, is today, is roughly on the site of the northeast angle tower. So if you navigate along the walls from above here to the Phoenix Tower or the King Charles's Tower, you've effectively walked the length, the north-south or south to north length of the fortress of Deva. Officially, it was about 595 metres from north to south. In the 1930s, a ballista ball, which is sort of like a cannonball, was found here. And that shows us that there were defensive artillery armaments on the tower. The walls were first extended from the Roman fortress down to the river by Ethelfled, the Lady of the Mercians, who in 907 created Chester as a burh, as a fortified town, as part of a system of defences against the Danes, otherwise known as the Vikings. It was probably an earthen bank that went from this point down to the river, and another earthen bank went down to the river from what is now the 1966 St. Martin's Gate in the northwest of the city. It was after the Norman conquest that the walls were extended south and west to make them roughly what they are today. Ethelfled is an important part of the story of the city of Chester. And today she's represented just the other side of the Newgate on a telecoms cabinet by the artist Luca Morel. She's also jewel-like in stained glass in the great west window of Chester Cathedral. Well, that's my 4 minutes up, and I hope it has given you an appreciation of where the Roman fortress was, and also how the Roman fortress was extended, the walls were extended, but also the importance of the Lady Ethelfled.